Pause for a moment. Do you know someone younger than you who feels exhausted, disoriented, as if carrying an invisible weight? What if that feeling isn't directly tied to age, but to a deeper disconnection with the soul itself? At this moment, as you hear these words, you are inhabiting a body. That body, with its shape, energy, limits, and beauty, is not a coincidence. It's not merely the biological result of cells coming together. It is the exact vehicle your soul chose with almost divine precision. But why do most people never stop to ask why? They live trapped in judgments, insecurities, or rejection of their physical form, not realizing that every part of their body holds an encoded message, a vibrant symbol revealing why their soul chose to inhabit this structure and not another. Your body is not an obstacle to spiritual evolution. It is the living bridge between the invisible and the visible, the eternal and the ephemeral. The most ancient esoteric traditions, from Hermetic wisdom to Vedanta, from Taoism to Kabbalah, reveal a forgotten truth in the modern world. The soul does not incarnate randomly. It chooses with wisdom and purpose. Every organ, every feature, even your emotional and physical tendencies, respond to a plan far deeper than you can imagine. Your body is a map, and that map can be read, activated, and transformed into a powerful tool for transformation and awakening. Today, we will unveil this mystery. We will discover the hidden reasons why your soul chose this body, how you can interpret its symbols, and above all, how to activate its true potential. Because when you understand why you are here in this body, in this life, you stop fighting against yourself and begin collaborating with your essence. And now I ask you, do you know someone who feels tired, trapped in a body they don't understand? Or perhaps that someone is you? Stay, because this revelation can change not only how you see yourself, but the path you choose to walk from today onward. From the silent peaks of the Himalayas to the hidden halls of Egypt, ancient schools of wisdom agreed on a profound truth. The soul chooses to incarnate. It doesn't fall into a body by chance or a cosmic roulette. It chooses with a clarity and intelligence that transcends human logic. Before you arrived in this physical world, your soul contemplated options, reviewed memories, evaluated pending lessons, and from a place of profound spiritual lucidity, chose the exact body you inhabit today. But why this body? Why these emotions, these physical characteristics, this temperament? Because each of those aspects serves as a doorway, a pathway to what your soul needed to experience, resolve, or unfold. According to the texts of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, in the Hermetic treatises of the Corpus Hermeticum, the soul reviews its past lives and selects the precise conditions that will facilitate its next stage of evolution. The body is the primary instrument for this. In the Vedantic vision, the soul, or Atman, travels through different sheaths, or koshas. One of them is the Annamaya kosha, the physical layer. This layer is the body, and its form is not a mere biological suit, but the exact expression of accumulated karma, latent gifts, and the mission your consciousness is ready to undertake. The body, then, is both the battlefield and the sanctuary. It's where inner wars are fought, but also where the soul's victories are revealed. If you have a strong, high-energy body, perhaps your soul chose an incarnation where it needed to support others, build, protect, or channel strength in the material plane. If you have a more fragile, sensitive body, or one with health challenges from early on, perhaps your soul sought to develop patience, compassion, or resilience. No physical structure is superior or inferior. Each is suited to a broader plan you yourself designed in a moment of total awareness. Traditional Chinese medicine calls this energetic coding Ming. According to Taoist sages, Ming is the vital signature with which the soul descends, inscribed in the organs, the body's energy, and its overall constitution. The ancients said, the Shen chooses the Ming, meaning the soul chooses the energetic design, the inner architecture. From there, it begins its dance between yin and yang, action and stillness, heaven and earth. So how can you verify this for yourself? By observing. Take a moment of silence and introspection. Review your physical body, not from a place of criticism or comparison, but from contemplation. What strengths have always accompanied you? What limitations have recurred? What parts of you generate the most conflict or discomfort? There lie the traces of your soul's plan. Every physical challenge is also a doorway to a virtue waiting to be conquered. Every bodily talent is a tool your soul prepared as part of its mission. Carl Jung, one of the few modern psychologists who dared to speak of the soul without reducing it to a mental construct, wrote, "The body is the visible soul, and the soul is the invisible body." In other words, they are not separate entities, they are two expressions of the same essence. Denying the body is denying the soul's most direct language. Accepting it, understanding it, and activating it is the beginning of hearing what your deepest self wants to tell you. When you start seeing your body as a sacred choice, not a burden or an accident, something powerful happens. Your relationship with it changes. You stop demanding from it what it wasn't designed to give, and you begin to nurture it, listen to it, and work with it as you would a living teacher. Because your body is just that, the first teacher your soul chose in this life. Now that you've begun to see your body with new eyes, as a wise and deliberate choice of your soul, it's time to go deeper. It's not enough to accept its form. You must decipher its code. Your physical form is not just a functional structure, it's also a map, a living manuscript, where every feature, tendency, organ, and recurring emotion is a symbol. And that map, if you know how to read it, shows you the path to your highest spiritual mission. Eastern traditions teach that the body doesn't manifest by chance, but as an expression of a subtler, energetic pattern. In Chinese medicine, for example, each organ is linked to a specific emotion and a corresponding virtue. The liver channels anger but also courage and vision. The heart governs joy but can get lost in euphoria. The lungs process sadness but also enable detachment. The kidneys store fear but also hold deep willpower. If an emotion appears constantly in your life, if an ailment recurs in the same organ, don't ignore it. That's your body speaking, your soul pushing from within for you to pay attention to a lesson you chose to learn before you were born. Illness, from this perspective, is not a punishment. It's a call, a letter written by your deepest consciousness to return to the path of balance. But it's not just the organs that hold signs. Your overall physical constitution offers clues as well. Those born with a robust structure, with heavy bones and dense muscles, often have missions tied to sustaining energy in the material plane. Their lessons often revolve around control, patience, and practical service. In contrast, those with lighter, agile, or sensitive bodies have come to work with subtler energies, intuition, creativity, interpersonal sensitivity, but must learn to ground themselves, protect their energy, and sustain action in the physical world. Even your facial features tell a story. Esoteric traditions like palmistry and physiognomy taught that the hands, eyes, jaw, or forehead reveal not only temperament, but also hidden vocations and pending lessons. A broad forehead may indicate clear vision, but also mental excess. An angular face may suggest leadership, but also emotional rigidity. The key is to observe and balance. There's a crucial point you cannot ignore: recurring emotions. If sadness has been a constant in your life, if fear has accompanied you since childhood, or if impatience and frustration appear repeatedly, that's no coincidence. That emotion is the most direct vibrational clue to the lesson your soul chose. This is where many people get lost. They want to heal the symptom without looking at the root, to feel better without understanding why the imbalance arose. But you're here because you're ready for something deeper. Are you prepared to look at that emotion, that pattern, that physical or energetic pain as what it truly is? A sign, a teaching, a call from your soul to recognize your strength, your capacity for transformation, and your sacred path. Paracelsus, the 16th century alchemist and physician, said, "Illness is nothing but the manifestation of a misunderstood wisdom. The body doesn't err, it only asks to be heard. And when you listen, when you understand, when you act with that understanding, healing is not just possible, it's inevitable." So I propose an exercise. Choose a part of your body that often hurts or an emotion that recurs. Close your eyes and ask it what it wants to teach you. Not from the mind, but from intuition. You may discover that the constant fear is reminding you that your greatest gift is courage, or that the ancient sadness is pushing you toward compassion others need. You've understood that your body is no accident, that every part of it was chosen with intention by your soul to help you evolve. You've learned to read the codes inscribed in your physical constitution, emotions, ailments, and talents. But now comes the most powerful step, activating that knowledge. Because it's not enough to know. The soul incarnated not to contemplate its design, but to embody it with full consciousness, to live it, to transmute it into experience, virtue, and service. The ancient alchemists knew this. They said the true gold is not metal, but the light that emerges when consciousness fully descends into the body. To achieve this, mystical traditions proposed a set of subtle and profound practices, still potent today when applied with clear intention and constant presence. First, conscious breathing toward the dantian, the energetic center in the lower abdomen, is one of the most transformative practices. Why? Because this center concentrates your basic vital energy. Breathing into it helps you descend from the mind to the body, from dispersion to your axis, from judgment to acceptance. Inhale deeply, expanding your belly. Exhale slowly, feeling yourself ground. Just 5 minutes a day balances your emotions, improves your energetic digestion, and returns you to your true center. Second, energetic organ massage. Ancient souls knew the body holds unresolved emotional memories. By gently massaging areas like the heart, lungs, or kidneys while breathing and visualizing warm light, you release burdens that no longer belong to you or have served their purpose. For example, massage your chest while smiling inwardly at your heart. Thank it for its rhythm, its devotion. Visualize it releasing impatience or agitation and absorbing compassion and calm. This simple act can transform your entire day. Third, observe your emotions with active compassion. Don't react, observe. If fear arises, if sadness overwhelms you, or if anger takes hold, pause. Place a hand on your dantian, breathe, and ask, what virtue wants to emerge here? You'll see that fear often asks for courage. Sadness pushes you to let go of what no longer serves, and anger is your soul saying, set boundaries. Every emotion is a seed. If you reject it, it hurts. If you tend to it, it blooms. Fourth, express your physical gift. Yes, your body holds talents, not just psychological or mental, but abilities inscribed in your form. Do you have a strong voice? Use it to teach, inspire, or sing. Firm hands create, shape, heal. An agile body? Dance, explore paths, transmit energy through movement. When your soul chose this body, it also chose a form of expression. Denying it disconnects you from your power. Activating it aligns you with your highest purpose. And here's the deepest key. Make your life a ritual of integration. It's not about isolated practices. It's about living each day as an affirmation of the sacred pact between your body and soul. Thank your body every night before sleep. Honor its messages. Care for what you eat, how you breathe, what you think, and how you speak to yourself, not out of morality but energetic coherence. Your body is the finest instrument you possess. You either tune it or ignore it. Never forget that this integration also transforms your energetic field. When you inhabit your body with presence and consciousness, your vibration shifts, your aura strengthens, and you attract more authentic relationships, more frequent synchronicities, and opportunities more aligned with your purpose. The universe responds to vibrational coherence, and your body, when aligned with your soul, emits the exact frequency of your purpose. No more, no less. So don't wait for an external miracle. The true miracle is living from the embodied soul in every breath, every day. Because when you do, your entire life becomes a sacred expression. There's no longer a contradiction between spirit and matter, no struggle between who you are and what you live, just a melody your soul wrote before you were born, and that you are now remembering. You've come this far not by chance, but because something within you, perhaps an ancient voice, a whisper resonating from your soul, brought you to this message. Today you've remembered a truth that can change everything. Your body is not a biological accident or a temporary vehicle, but a sacred choice made by your soul with profound wisdom. Every feature, every emotion, every organ, every physical gift you carry is part of a carefully crafted map by your consciousness before incarnating. This body you inhabit, with its strengths and limits, its unique story, is not a punishment or a prison. It's the language through which your soul communicates with you. It's the instrument tuned to play the melody of your purpose in this life. And the most powerful part is that you now know how to listen to it, care for it, and activate it with consciousness. You don't need to be perfect, just present. Because in that loving presence, true transmutation is born. When you stop fighting your physical form, when you abandon criticism and rejection, when you choose to inhabit your body with love and reverence, something aligns. Your soul no longer needs to shout from within. Life no longer needs to push you with harsh lessons. Your energetic field clears, your vitality grows, your relationships harmonize, and above all, you begin to feel a peace that doesn't come from outside, but from knowing you are exactly where you need to be, being who you came to be. The ancestral wisdom you've rediscovered today is not a distant philosophy or abstract mysticism. It's an embodied practice, a way of living where every breath, every choice, every daily gesture becomes an affirmation. I am here in this body for a sacred reason. That is true spirituality, not escaping the body, but inhabiting it with light. From today onward, let every glance in the mirror be an act of love. Let every difficult emotion be an opportunity for transmutation. Let every part of you be recognized as part of the divine design. Because when you walk in coherence with the body your soul chose, the world opens like a garden recognizing its gardener. Your energy becomes medicine, your presence a blessing to others, your life a prayer in motion. So breathe and remember, every cell in your body knows the way. You only need to trust, care, and act from the embodied soul. Honor your form, activate your purpose, vibrate with your truth, because only then can the light you are manifest fully in this world. And if you've made it this far, I invite you to check out the videos that will appear on the screen. Take a look. They're sure to interest you. With that said, thank you for watching, and until next time.